Thank you very much for joining me for another episode of Your Pleasure Incorporated into Daily Living. I am your host, Ellen Nicholas Rathbone, sensuality consultant, personal trainer, author, sex educator, and an enthusiast for taking care of the body in a preventative way so that the ailments of our lives do not have to catch up with us because we are paying attention. Today, I want to talk about flexibility. I cannot emphasize how important this is. There are a lot of people who will do all kinds of exercises throughout the course of their day. They lift children, they run around taking care of things and, taking care of their lives. At the end of that day, one of the most important things that you can do to pay homage to the temple that has taken you everywhere and done so much for you is to stretch it out. There's a lot of tension inside the body. And when we take a little bit of time, say 10, 15 minutes a day, to stretch that out, we are paying attention to the body and what it needs. Not only does it help to keep the spine flexible and to keep the joints from deteriorating, but it also adds to your balance and to your overall health. It is a kindness that you do for yourself to release the cortisol that has been building up inside your body all day long because of all the little stresses that happen. When we are children, as babies, we start off very, very flexible. You could take a baby and they could take their foot and they could touch their nose with it, no problem at all. But the older we get, the less able we are to have that same kind of flexibility. And it's really, really necessary to work on that flexibility because imperceptibly it leaves us every single day. Like, when was the last time you did a real squat with both feet flat on the floor, butt down to the floor, stretching out your shins? Probably never. When was the last time that you were able to turn around completely and really twist from the spine? Most people just go like this because that's all they can do. But I'm saying that if you are thinking about this, you want to take care of the flexibility of your body. The spine is a very interesting bones in your body. And, gravity is constantly pushing us down. Every single day, gravity is pushing us down. Humans were actually originally walking on all fours. And then one day we stood up. And when we stood up, the gravity started pushing us down, down, down. Now, when you're young and flexible and youthful, it doesn't seem to matter at all. But as you get older and your muscles start to weaken and you're not really taking the time to keep that spine flexible, to keep the fluids bathing in between your vertebrae, they start to compress. And a lot of people end up with bulging discs in their spine. That is something that for the most part is totally preventable. It is totally preventable if you stretch on a regular basis. Now, is it easier to allow these kinds of illnesses and decondition to fall upon you and then have a surgery to fix it? Because surgery will never get you back to the place where you were balanced and had homeostasis between mind, body, and spirit. It will never get you back there. The only way in this society, which encourages us to sit on our butts all day long and to slump forward and to allow the body to weaken, but the only way to combat that is by paying attention on a daily basis to your body. And I understand sometimes you don't want to lift weights. That's okay. You lift enough kids, do enough squats, you're lifting, you're doing. But at the end of the day, The one thing that is absolutely necessary, whether you are a Vata, a Pitta, or a Kapha body type, according to Ayurveda, the most important thing is to stretch because it's easy and because it's self-love in the highest form. It is caring for your body. It is pulling out the kinks. It is helping your body stay flexible. You know, a lot of people, as they get older, they have all kinds of accidents. They're afraid of falling down. This is all preventable. It's preventable by taking care of yourself from a young age. Now, maybe nobody else has told you that you're responsible for you, and that's the only body you get. You can't get another one after this one, falls apart. So it's really good idea to understand that what's going on in this world with all of these conveniences is working against our health. And that's why so many people are unhealthy, because they're not taking any kind of time on a daily basis to maintain a level of flexibility. Okay? If you work in construction and you're constantly swinging a hammer, then you don't need to go to the gym and lift weights. If you're constantly running around, or maybe you have a very physically active job where you're constantly moving from here to there, then cardio is not so important. But I can tell you right now, nothing that you do during the course of the day is enough flexibility to keep that part of your life working in the best order possible. The body is going to respond to what you expect from it. If you ignore it, then it is going to stiffen up. It's going to become more rigid. And as it becomes more rigid, you are also more prone to having accidents, to falling. But when you have flexibility, then your body can move in all kinds of ways, and you are much more able to catch yourself if you are on your way down to fall. Plus, you also learn how to fall. So, maintenance and flexibility in particular is super, super important. It's important to understand, too, that if you don't take care of this, range of motion starts to decrease. Like if you haven't started taking care of yourself by the time you're 30, by the time you're 40, you're really going to feel it. And man, by the time you're 50, knee replacement on the horizon, hip replacement, all kinds of replacements to be there or to have done to you so that you can get back that range of motion that you ignored and it left. Your health, your flexibility in mind and in body is your responsibility. And it's better to keep it strong, keep it flexible, and keep it able throughout the years. Because I'm going to tell you, nothing else is more important than your health. Nothing. Once you've lost your health, there is a pharmaceutical industry just waiting to sell you their products. And will they make you better? No, they will not. They will just keep feeding you their pills and giving you their surgeries and making as much money as they possibly can because of your neglect. That's the only body you get. You can't get another one after you screw this one up. And taking 10, 15 minutes a day to do some cat-cows with your spine, to do some spinal twists for your spine, to do some squats for your hips, okay? These are not difficult, but they are absolutely necessary. And if you want to age gracefully, if you want to age with power, with strength, and to be like a seasoned athlete, getting better and better and better with age, flexibility has to be part of your everyday routine. If it's not, you're looking for trouble, okay? And I think it's just better to love yourself and take care of yourself and not fall for all these gags and all these pills and all these quick fixes that would have you believe that, you don't have to do anything. All you have to do is just take this medication and you'll be perfect. No, none of that is going to last for the long run. The long run is you're inside that body. And if you want that body to stay healthy and to stay able, you have to work on your flexibility, because being rigid in mind or in body is not desirable, and it's not healthy. And in the long run, it'll come out and bite you right in the butt. So it is a choice. Your health is your choice. A lot of people want to play the victim. Oh, this happened to me, that happened to me, da, da, da. The choice is yours every single day to take 10 minutes out of all the minutes in a day and pay attention to yourself is your investment in your health. And if you do not have 10 to 15 minutes a day to take care of yourself, dare I say, your priorities are totally screwed up. And in the years to come, you're going to be screwed up too. So love yourself. Know that you are worth the time. Take care of yourself. And don't allow your body to fall into decondition, because it's a lot harder to get it out of decondition once it's there. It's really, really important. Unless you want to be a customer of Big Pharma for the rest of your life. Okay? I mean, it just seems like it's sold all the time. Every single commercial is, when you get this, that, or the other, we got you. But of course, there's all these side effects that come with it. I say, who the heck needs them? Nobody needs them. There are holistic ways to stay healthy, and there are natural methods to stay healthy. And one of them is being flexible, taking care of your body so that you have flexibility in your spine, flexibility in your hips, and you are able to release the tension in your shoulders. So, so incredibly important. I hope I've kind of given you a little bit of food for thought, okay? I think that all of us deserve a good and healthy life. And dare I say, there's a lot working against us. Life is so cushy for many people, driving everywhere and sitting everywhere and not really putting a whole lot of effort into their body. But you've got to change your mindset, and you've got to realize that if you do not take care of yourself, there's going to be a price to pay. Whether it's a monetary price and a physical price, there's going to be a price to pay. You're worth the time that it takes to take care of yourself. And one more thing, as a sensuality consultant, I really believe that flexibility is one of the things that keeps our sex life interesting. If you are inflexible, you become less able to have different kinds of positions and do different kinds of fun things with your lover. You just can't, because it hurts. But if you maintain a level of flexibility, then, you're able to enjoy your sex life a whole lot more too. I hope I have inspired you to think about this and maybe to do some wonderful stretches. There's all kinds of videos on YouTube for stretching, for yoga, for just gentle stretching, to get into the habit of doing this. It's so incredibly important. If you need some personal advice on this topic, I am a personal trainer, and my email address to reach out to me is at the bottom of this video, ypi69@hotmail. Send me a question. It'll be more than my pleasure to answer it for you. Stay well, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, because I'm here every Wednesday for your pleasure incorporated into your life. Thank you so much for joining me. Be well, take care, be good to yourself. You're worth it. Namaste, everybody. Bye for now.